Indiana's #1 news source. This is Fox 59 First at 4.
A woman who survived a deadly shooting at a gas station says it all began as a carjacking.
I'm never stopping at a gas station at night again. I haven't stopped thinking about it.
Her account of what happened and the next steps in the investigation.
And 5 people, including 4 kids, now in the hospital after their apartment catches fire. The message from fire officials tonight about the most effective ways to keep your family safe.
Still no let up to this mild stretch. We've reached 14 consecutive days above normal, and we're not done yet. Rain chances are on the rise. I'll show you when.
And volunteer fire departments struggling to stay staffed. The changes some have been forced to make in order to protect our communities. All that
breaking news from the Fox 59 newsroom.
But we begin with some breaking news right now. First at 4, Metro Police say they have ruled an infant's death a homicide.
Officers say they started their investigation Sunday morning at an apartment on the east side. They say a 7-month-old was found unresponsive. The baby was taken to Riley, where they later died. The coroner ruled the cause of death to be non-accidental trauma.
IMPD says child abuse detectives have been called in. At this time, though, no other information has been released. We will continue to follow this investigation and let you know what we learn both on air and online at fox59.com. In our other top story here this afternoon, we're learning more about the deadly double shooting on the South Side Sunday. The woman who survived being shot at a gas station is now talking about the carjacking she says led up to that shooting.
Fox 59's Jesse Wells has more on that violence on the South Side that left 1 man dead.
After being released from the hospital, the woman who was wounded here in this gas station parking lot claims she was shot on accident after a bystander tried to protect her from a would-be car thief.
Here at this Marathon gas station on Thompson Road Sunday night, police were called to a homicide that started when a woman walked outside and saw a stranger pulling on her door handle, trying to force his way into her SUV.
And I was like, could you please move away from the door? My kids are in here and I'm just trying to get home.
That woman, Courtney Hall, who asked that we not show her face, claims because her 4 young kids were in the back seat, she refused to cooperate with the suspect, who then assaulted her.
I was fighting him and then he took 2 steps back and was like, I don't want to have to do this. And then he pulled the gun out and he pointed it at me.
Courtney says that's when she screamed for help.
And this man, he was walking out the gas station and he was like, hey, what are you doing to her? Get off of her.
Police claim that bystander then shot and killed 26-year-old Devin Dungan. The shooter stayed on scene and cooperated. Courtney believes Dungan arrived at the Marathon in this black Buick, which had been reported stolen in a carjacking involving different victims at this business on Mann Road. That happened just a half hour before the deadly shooting.
I'm never stopping at a gas station at night again. I haven't stopped thinking about it.
Despite the terrifying ordeal, 1 bullet tore through Courtney's driver's side door. Her wrist and arm remained bandaged after she was hit by 2 bullets. But she still praised the bystander who fired the shots for stepping in to help.
Yeah, I was real thankful, because I don't know what would have happened, if that man wasn't there, to help me.
Ultimately, it will be up to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office to decide if any criminal charges should be filed against the shooter. In the meantime, police say that man was questioned and released without being arrested. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
Crazy story. So glad she's recovering. Jesse, thank you. Metro Police are investigating after 2 women were shot in 2 separate shootings overnight on the west side. The most recent happened just after 3 a.m. at an apartment complex off Breakwater Drive. A woman in her 20s was taken to the hospital, and police say this started as a domestic issue. A man was seen leaving the scene. Hours later, Metro Police say they asked for help from the Hendricks County Sheriff's Office in connection. They say a person of interest was detained, and we are working to get more information on that. And before that shooting, a woman was found shot inside a vehicle on Linda Lane around 1 a.m. Police believe she was actually shot near Rockville and High School roads, not too far away. She was taken to the hospital, but her condition is unknown tonight. No suspect information has been released, but if you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. That number's on your screen. It's 317 888-262-TIPS.
Let's talk weather here on this Tuesday afternoon. Taking a live look outside, and you can see
Beautiful out.
Beautiful.
Anyone need a car wash?
I do need a car wash.
I do bad.
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, it's not a bad day for it at all.
No.
Sun is shining. Look at that.
One of the
Picturesque.
brightest days of the year.
Gotta
It's
love
the
that.
14th
So nice out.
consecutive day above normal.
Wow.
It is stunning, the lack of winter since just before Christmas. The question is, when will it return? I'm not seeing it.
I'm not saying it.
Not for a little
Love
while,
it.
at least.
Yeah.
In fact, we're going to get even milder. One will, look, there's no doubt about it. I know, that was a double ooh.
I know, excitement.
There's no doubt about it. At some point, the other shoe will drop, the pendulum will swing.
Sure.
But it's just not happening, at least
Yeah.
for the next
But for now, let's
couple
enjoy the
weeks.
moment.
Listen, we enjoy
let's
what we
enjoy
can get.
that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
if you say so. If you say so.
He doesn't want to hear not one word.
I still want another one of those strange springs again where we wind up, oh yeah, here it is, April 20th, and it's snowing. You know, that's what happened last year.
It did, yeah.
And we had snow, into April the last couple of years. It's certainly possible that a lot of this wintry weather will be backloaded into February. But right now, we're on easy street. This is incredible. It's among the warmest Januaries on record, and we dialed those temperatures down recently, but we've been able to bring out almost full sunshine today. Beautiful picture here in Fort Bend, and the temperature, that's noticeable too. It's 51 degrees, as nice of a March day as you'll find in early January. There's the view from the skate rink again. The Chris Kindle Mart's been put away, but they've added these little igloos, and this is still going to be ongoing fun here at the ice rink at Carter Green through the month of February. So you've got some time to really enjoy some winter-like festivities outside here at the ice rink, but not have to endure some bitterly cold air. We have cleared things out. That is a beautiful sky overhead, and look at these numbers. A 51-degree temperature is a little more typical of a March day here. 54 in Bloomington on a light wind. We've got a temperature now that's as much as 10 degrees warmer than it was 24 hours ago, and for the next several hours, this is downright comfortable. We should be dropping into the 20s for lows. Now, our warm streak is going to continue. Now, the rain chances are going to rise, and there is some snow in the forecast, but when? I'll dial that up for you in just a few minutes. Full forecast at a quarter after.
All right, Brian, thank you. In a Fox 59 update, the coroner's office has identified the two people killed in a crash in Johnson County last night. This happened just after 9 on US 31 north of State Road 252. Police say Olivia Humes and Charles Cobb were both killed when their vehicles collided head-on. According to police, Humes' vehicle was going the wrong way when it hit a Krispy Kreme truck that was driven by Cobb. Two vehicles caught fire. Investigators are now still looking into what happened.
Well, 4 kids and an adult are in the hospital after an apartment fire. This is what that scene looked like on the city's east side. It happened around 10 last night at the Briargate Apartments. Indianapolis firefighters say the 5 victims were already in cardiac arrest when they got there, so they immediately started CPR. Today, those victims are all in critical condition. IFD says the apartment had no working smoke alarms inside, and while crews are still investigating why no alarms sounded, they urge everyone to make sure that their smoke detectors are working.
We discourage people from ever removing a battery from a smoke alarm, physically removing the smoke alarm from its location. Smoke alarms do help save lives.
The state fire marshal says people should have smoke detectors on every level of the house, including one in all sleeping areas and all bedrooms. Coming up later tonight on Fox 59, we'll explore 2 other actions that you can take right now to protect your family.
The City County Council is honoring the 2 women who led officers to the safe rescue of a missing baby and to the arrest of a suspected kidnapper here in Indianapolis. Cheyenne Del Mar and Mecca Curry both met Nala Jackson in Indy just before Christmas for an online toy sale. Jackson was wanted out of Columbus, Ohio for the kidnapping of twin infants. One baby boy was found in Dayton, the other was still missing. Del Mar and Curry recognized Jackson as the kidnapper and set up a plan to turn her over to police. The pair went out searching for the missing baby and spotted him outside of a Papa John's. Now, last night, police thanked the 2 women for their actions.
When you talk about community policing, this is what it looks like. I'm proud of these 2 women. Were it not for their actions, I'm not sure that we would have saved that baby.
The council passed the resolution to honor Del Mar and Curry with a unanimous voice vote. As for Jackson, she's due in Marion County Court for a hearing tomorrow ahead of a trial in February. Now, she's charged here in Indiana after jail officials say she spit on a jail employee. We're still working to find out when she'll be sent back to Ohio to face her kidnapping charges.
The 2023 legislative session has just begun, and already the public is letting it be known how they feel about Indiana cannabis law reforms. Nonprofit Liberty Offense helped organize today's rally. Advocates spoke about positive and responsible ways to regulate the drug. They spoke a lot about the financial and health benefits for Hoosiers.
We want to at least get hearings going, get the conversation started, and then really get these things out on the floor and get the legislators voting on them. They need to be able to represent the individuals, and the majority of people in Indiana want legalized cannabis in one way or another.
Now, there are several bills concerning marijuana filed this session. One would decriminalize possession of weed of up to 1 ounce. Another would set up a plan to handle legal pot if the federal government legalizes it. Meanwhile, Governor Eric Holcomb will deliver his 7th State of the State address tonight.
Yeah, he's expected to touch on a number of topics, including education, public health spending as well, while laying out his agenda for 2023. The governor said he wants the state to increase funding for K-12 education, which could lead to giving teachers a raise. He also wants to eliminate textbook and curriculum fees for all students in public and charter K-12 schools and eligible students in non-public schools.
Governor Holcomb may also talk about his push to spend nearly $350 million on public health over the next 2 years. Funding would be used for things like standardizing services at health departments, providing access to child and adolescent health screenings, and improving trauma care. The address starts at 7 tonight and is expected to last about 30 minutes. You can watch that live right here on Fox 59.
Volunteer fire departments across Indiana and really the country are struggling to bring in what they need the most: volunteers. Fox 59's Eric Graves joins us in the studio now to explain how this problem is sending fire departments in different directions. Eric?
Volunteer fire departments are essential, especially in the smaller communities across Indiana, but leaders have noticed dropping numbers of volunteers over the last few years. As of the first of the year, the Trafalgar Fire Department is now paying crews for part-time work. In the past, volunteers would just come in from their homes when they needed to respond to an emergency. The firehouse will now be staffed 24/7, though. The department, though, is still going to have to rely on volunteer help for big emergencies. On the opposite side of things, the Mexico Fire Department in Miami County is struggling to recruit volunteers. The town trustee says this is part of the reason why the fire contract has not yet been signed for this year. You just saw a post on your screen about that. Mark Dunn, the Trafalgar Fire Chief, says having people there 24/7 has already helped to increase the family environment and culture in the firehouse. He says this will help recruit more members.
Now that we have people there all the time, when these younger guys that are a part of the department, when they drive by, they'll stop by and hang out for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, eat lunch, eat dinner with the crew. It's getting a lot more people in.
They're coming up at 6 on Fox 59. We'll hear from the Indiana Volunteer Firefighter Association on why it believes fewer people are coming forward to volunteer. In the studio, Eric Graves, Fox 59 News.
All right, Eric, thank you. Big topic there.